We are at Bust Your Butt Falls near Highlands, North Carolina. Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today for Deal's Gap, the Dragon, the Experience Part 5. Well, today we were on our way to Highlands, North Carolina to check out some of the waterfalls there. One particular location was Dry Falls, and that's where we were headed towards to just see how big this waterfall was and how beautiful it is. From Robbinsville, North Carolina, it is approximately an hour and a half of curvy and winding roads to get there. In my opinion, this road was a little more stressful to drive than the actual Dragon. And part of that probably was because of the mountain on one side and the sheer drop into the river on the other side. It was a beautiful day. It was overcast, but it was comfortable temperature. But we did apparently miss the rain that happened that morning, and I'm glad about that because I can't imagine driving this road in the rain. Even more stress added. But it's a shady area, lots of overhanging trees, but it's absolutely beautiful. One of the things I like the most is to see the river to the right hand side of the road. Here we are approaching Dry Falls. There is a small fee, but it's based on an honor system. So they have envelopes to the left where you see the people gathered. And basically you fill out your information. You can put money in or put a check in and seal it up and deposit it in the little box. We're on our way to Dry Falls, part of the Natahala Forest. Yeah. If there's one bit of information I can give is to make sure you bring your raincoat or a tiny umbrella. You won't really have that much space because you're walking side by side with other people coming back from the waterfalls and people going down. But I definitely will recommend a poncho or some type of rain jacket because once you get closer to the waterfall, it's a lot of mist going on. Now, if it's in the middle of July or August, or maybe even June, I probably wouldn't worry about it too much. Just definitely check the temperatures before you go so you don't get cold and wet. It was a long ways down, and even though I have this picture, we hadn't even reached the bottom of the waterfall yet. Look at that view. Beautiful. And I believe this is the closest I've ever been to an actual waterfall in my life. And this is the actual sound of what you hear when you're there. I never imagined it would be so loud. Be careful, possible loose rocks above. Falls have been fatal. I was praying, God, don't let that fall on my head. Can you imagine the sheer force coming down upon those rocks? This is absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of mist coming up off of this waterfall. Feels good though, and it's not even that hot today. I can imagine in the summertime, the sun is shining bright. This is refreshing. Look at all the moss that grows.
river, not the rock.
Thanks for joining me and my husband as we took a view of dry falls in Highlands, North Carolina. Now we're on our way to an area called Bust Your Butt Falls. We are at Bust Your Butt Falls near Highlands, North Carolina. People come to this area just to, again, view waterfalls, view smaller waterfalls. This guy was actually down there getting a closer look, and of course my husband wanted to see if he could get down there too. So, I stood and watched as he navigated his way down. Thank you for joining me today in our adventure riding to Highlands, North Carolina. If you like what you see, please do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, like and comment. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until the next video, bye.